Hello, I'm Finola Burke from Research as a Service, and our focus today is on mental health monitoring and support SaaS platform, Total Brain, ASX ticker TTB. Joining me to discuss recent developments is CEO Matthew Mund. Welcome, Matthew.
Thank you, Finola. Great to be here.
Now, you recently secured a 5-year extension for Total Brain's cognitive brain health support services for the American Association of Retired Persons, 38 million member population. This builds on a 5-year relationship that Total Brain has had with this audience. What have been some of the benefits that ARP has seen from Total Brain's mental health platform?
Thanks, Finola, for the questions. AARP is a fantastic partner, and we are very proud of the opportunity we've had to work with them all of these years and now into the future. AARP provides their members with a breadth of services to the over 50 population, and one key service is focused on brain health, which is an increasing area of focus for the population and for organizations serving this demographic. Total Brain provides our validated cognitive testing battery as an integrated service into the AARP platform to support the measurement of cognitive capacities for their members. So coupled with the measurement tools, TB also provides a breadth of our cognition, stress, positivity, breathing, and meditation tools, which users can utilize individually or as part of carefully curated pathways and challenges that AARP has created around our content. AARP has always been at the forefront of brain health for this segment, and they continue to push on innovative and scientific solutions to support healthy aging.
And in your recent quarterly call, you mentioned that there potentially are some other data licensing deals in the wings. Are you finding that Total Brain Science is now very much on the radar of pharma companies since Janssen Research and Alto Neuroscience licensed your iSpot-D research data? And for example, is the recent deal with Verisim Life an example of the licensing deals that are coming through?
Yeah, iSpot has always been and is still continue to be very exciting. iSpot and the breadth of Total Brain data has always been an enormous asset for the company. And over the last 6 months or so, we've put a lot more focus into commercializing the data and developing partnerships where the breadth of products can be developed for genetic testing, clinical trial testing, and drug development. The J&J deal from late last year was a big validation for us as to the value of the data. And as well, we've seen an increased level of interest in not only the data itself, but applications of the data for specific product development purposes, like I just mentioned before. In fact, to your question, last week we announced a partnership deal with Verisim Life, where we're partnering to take Total Brain's mental health and brain performance database, combine it with Verisim Life's AI-enabled drug development decision engine, and that is intended to enable new psychiatric and neurological therapies. The proposed offering there is intended to enable pharmaceutical partners to more efficiently and effectively develop new drugs to treat a whole breadth of illnesses like depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, schizophrenia, the list goes on and on. So this is just one example of the deep value of Total Brain's data and how we're using it to fuel exciting momentum in our precision medicine segment. And while I can't obviously detail out anything further at this time, we are actively developing other opportunities across a breadth of use cases.
And your partner, Cerner Health, has pre-sold its behavioural health technologies platform, which has TB Insight embedded. Can you expand upon the quantum of populations they've covered so far and give us a sense of the timing of rollout?
That's great. We're very excited about this. The partnership with Cerner Health is very exciting, and we are very close to an initial launch. We've integrated the Total Brain assessment and training capabilities into Cerner's BHI, that's the Behavioral Health Integration Support Solution, and that will become available to all of Cerner's managed patients. So ahead of the integration launch, Cerner has been pre-selling the BHI solution into large clinics so that when the solution is live, which should be shortly, those pre-sold populations will be brought onto the platform. Currently, Cerner has pre-sold clients with populations totaling in the several 100,000 patients. I'm going to forego the specific number, but to give you a quantum there. We expect that a significant percentage of these patients will utilize the BHI solution on a monthly basis. So, an individual patient would use the platform for several months or perhaps all the way up to a year. And with the president's agenda to expand access to mental health, we do expect demand for Kernel's BHI solution to continue to increase, and for Kernel to continue to add additional patient populations that they'll bring onto the platform.
And that just you touched on the US president's agenda for mental health monitoring. Is that filtering through to government agency priorities? And for example, how are you seeing the progress of the rollout of the GRIP program to US veterans?
Yeah, the deployment efforts with IBM and VA continue to progress very well. And I'll answer your second question as well. We're currently in the final stretch of the platform refinement work with the key VSOs, and those are, just as a reminder, the veteran service organizations. And that was the approach the VA wanted to take during the initial contract year. It was really hard in the platform before rollout. So we're comfortable that all of those refinement needs have been completed, and we should see the next scaling up of distribution through those key VSOs. Some of them have populations just as in their individual group of over 1.5 million veterans. So we're just waiting to get that up and out. The second year of our contract with IBM and the VA starts in September of this year, and that's where we expect to see increasing volumes of veterans brought onto the platform. To your other question, we do see a continued strong interest for population health solutions across the breadth of IBM's opportunities that span federal, civil, commercial, healthcare opportunities, quite a wide swath. We aren't disclosing anything specific in that pipeline, but we'll certainly discuss them as they're awarded. That said, we're seeing a strong and consistent interest in better supporting populations with stress management and resilient solutions. And as we talked about before, the president's push to expand access to mental health care is likely going to increase demand within our broader provider support solutions, where that new reimbursement revenue streams will open up for providers and health platforms. And some of that may converge with potential IBM opportunities in our pipeline as well.
Well, Matthew, I'm looking forward to touching base with you over the course of the next few months to see how Total Brain is progressing with its plans. Thank you for your time today, Matthew Mund.
Yeah, as always, thank you, Finola. I love being here.